Hey, what are we doing today?
Us? Are you talking to me? Apparently, when I'm at work, I swing. The song started from sort of an experiment I wanted to try. So like, I was thinking about like dream boarding, and I was thinking about manifesting in like different ways that people have manifested, in different ways that I had manifested. And I remembered back in like 2010, 2011, someone had asked me about older songs I had written and said, oh, did all these things happen to you? Is that why you wrote about them? And I was like, no, actually, they happened after I wrote about them. So that kind of got me thinking. I decided, well, I'm going to write a song about something that I want to happen and just kind of see how it goes. And so I wrote the song Dance With Me, and it was just crazy. Like, everything in that song that I wrote about had never happened, and then it was like shortly after I wrote and published that song, it all happened. And so fast forward to like 2020-ish, 2019, and I was like, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna write a song about where I want to live and how I want it to be, and just like really make it come alive, like a script, like a story. That's something that could be even more powerful than a dream board. So I met Jamie through a friend of ours. Jamie and I had crossed paths like through other people for probably several years. And so we met up in Bird Rock and at this really cool place, and we were like sisters right away. It was super cool. And we were like, I don't know, it wasn't even like we had met before. It was like we always, we connected on a lot of things. So then fast forward like a year or so later, I told her, look, I wrote this song and I wrote this violin part for you. And when I wrote that part for her, you know, she ended up being in the hospital for a long time, and I just decided I was going to sing that part. I was like, I didn't want to have anyone else do her violin part. I didn't want to replace it. And so I was like, oh, I'm just going to do it with my vocals and just kind of like an ode to her and everything. Tuesday, I got a really great call. Instead of bringing Jamie dinner, she was like, they're letting me out of the hospital. Come bus me out.
Getaway car.
So that was amazing news. Mm-hmm. And then we were in the car and she was asking me how the music video is going. And I was like, you know, talking about this line that I wrote for her, and I wouldn't let anyone else play on it. And then she was like, let's go to the studio. I was like, really? When I got you out of the hospital, I was going to put the song out for release the next day. Like, I had already started filling out my metadata and all my like little fields, and I just was like, oh, I'll get to it tomorrow. So we met up right out of the blue, and right before it would have been too late to like add you to the track.
Yay!
How cool is that?
I couldn't have done it any time before.
No. No. Yeah. So cool. And you were the reason that I recorded the video. She was like, record the video in the place where you wrote the song and what the song's about. I was like, why didn't I think of that? We are at the Tettenburn cabin in Idyllwild, California. And friends of ours own this cabin. And we are here because it's a really cool place to shoot. We've got this house so we can hang out in there and eat food and be cozy. And then we've got this huge cliff edge looking about 7,000 feet downward across, looking west.
Let's make sure it doesn't hit us.
That's cool.
Okay, that might be the vibe.
So then I get to the point where I planning Gavin and I's wedding for 2023. And I'm thinking, okay, it would be super cool if I can have like maybe some clips from that. I don't know, might be cool. Maybe we'll use them, maybe we won't. And so I got hold of Craig.
When Asia first contacted me for her video, her original concept was that she wanted to have images of her actual wedding mixed in with images of her performing on the same mountaintop that the wedding took place at, and drone footage.
All right, Jack, what are we doing here?
We're shooting a music video, okay? And this is a lot of fun. I'm gonna go fly a drone because I'm the drone guy.
You and that's me in the storm between. Can't get all your confidence from me.
And after looking at the wedding video footage, the combination of just those types of images, the actual wedding, her performing on the wedding mountaintop, and drone footage, I felt was going to make the music video look more like a wedding video. So I felt that we needed another visual element to add into those three images. I suggested that Asia walk around the empty wedding site in her regular clothes and her street clothes as a person who was either dreaming of something she wanted to happen or reminiscing about something that happened before.
Whenever it rains, whenever it's down.
So we're shooting, everything is going great, and I totally injured my back. I went to stand up and I stepped in a gopher hole, and I also didn't want to drop the guitar. As a musician, it's like ingrained in my brain, like, don't drop it. And it wasn't even my guitar. If it was, I think I would have thrown it. I really, really wanted to shoot a little bit more. So I ended up doing this scene in the end where you see me in the swing, because it was the only thing I was able to do. I was able to like get in the swing and kind of like traction my spine. And then the next morning we all woke up for sunrise at like, I don't know, 3:30, 4, something like that, because I was thinking I would be better and I was not. But the guys were super cool and they just got some drone shots and stuff like that, and we ended up canceling day 3 of the shoot, which was a very key factor in the making of the video.
So this video evolved quite a bit. In between the different shooting weekends that we had, there was a lot of time for all of us to come up with different ideas.
And Craig has all these other new ideas that he's brought. And he has all these papers of sketches. He had taken like photos of the real wedding and he had turned them into like sketches. And he was like, oh, hey, can you pretend to like draw these? I have an idea for the opening.
Asia had sent me a video from Adele. I'm not sure which one, but this particular video had a story that occurred before the actual video started, the music part of the video started. And Asia had mentioned to me that she did like videos that did have some kind of a story that set up the video before. So I came up with the idea of having an Asia sketch something that the viewer isn't aware of throughout the video, so I could have some kind of element to cut to have a little more variety in the images.
And I remember being like, wow, we are so in sync, because when he walked in, we were actually, Kali was up there helping me again with production assistance. She and I were actually painting, we were watercoloring, and I said, well, I actually am an artist, I do draw, so this is kind of cool because I would love to put like that side of me into the video.
And I also like to edit videos, if it's possible, to have some kind of mystery to it. And so throughout the video, I intended to have it be a mystery as to what she's actually sketching or what she's drawing.
I kept sketching while they were like doing shots, and then they were like, wait, you're sketching too far ahead, because we wanted to have it look, you know, like there's like a sequence of sketching. So I kept like finishing the drawing and then finishing the drawing. And but it worked out. It worked out totally fine. And that's where we found the rusty lantern and the matches and the chest and like getting the dress out.
Yeah.
And just stop.
Oh, you went too high.
Okay. Walk out or
You kind of like held it in shock.
no, it's
It looked. I don't know why you're sticking it on the end, but that's
I don't either.
pick it up right to about
Not
there.
right
That's
in your
good.
belly
Yeah,
button.
that's good. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
That day was really cool. Like a lot of things happened that if I hadn't have injured my back, all that stuff wouldn't have been in the video, and it just made it so much more cinematic. It was really cool. We are highly coated in our own non-flammable homemade bug repellent. I need bug spray because they're attacking me because I can't like, get them back.
All the bugs. So many bugs. Are you trying to fly?
Stay away! Stay away!
Okay, is this rolling here?
Yes.
30.
I mean, I just see bugs all over.
Yeah, but the light's so good.
Come on, if we're
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Are these mosquitoes?
Yeah.
Isn't malaria coming around?
Take those bugs out frame by frame.
All this time you've been waiting for exactly what is knocking at your door. Why can't you just be
We started at about 4. I think the crew started at 3 a.m. this morning, and we're starting to get real tired. We're gonna switch right now from the Performance Asia, which is the Asia that you'll see in this amazing, awesome jacket. And then I get to pretend to be real Asia and in my normal street clothes. So I'm about to switch into that Asia. And then the last shoot we'll do today, I think I'm gonna go into Wedding Asia down by the creek.
And Asia had come up with the idea of wearing her wedding dress in a creek or a river that was close to the cabin.
I wanna take my wedding dress, which at this point we had already done the wedding and already shot the B-roll for the real wedding. And I was like, I wanna take my wedding dress and I wanna take it into the river. I just thought it would look so cool.
Isn't this great?
Do you think you can shoot without getting like the chain link fence and stuff in there?
So here's the shade down here. Yeah, I definitely want like full body. You ready?
Come on over.
Okay, here it comes.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Can you walk through the water so I see the dress flowing? So we went down to film Asia in her wedding dress in this creek area, and there were some good shots that we found.
Curious cameraman.
However, as an editor, I wasn't sure how I was going to mix in those types of images of the white wedding dress, green luscious background, with the images that we had captured before of a foresty mountaintop. So as the editing was evolving, I was seeing this wedding Asia in the creek as the muse or the inspiration for all of the other different Asia personas that we had captured before. So towards the end of the video, you see this muse Asia outside of the creek that we spent the whole video watching her in, on top of a mountain, celebrating her success for inspiring a beautiful song and inspiring something that the singer wanted to happen.
We're getting the last shot of the day. The babbling brook. It's a wrap, huh?
beautiful things, and it wasn't in someone.
I've been trying to get some land, and that was one of my biggest dreams in life, was to own a piece of like wildland. So I had the thought of writing a song about it and see if I could write the song and make all the things in the song happen. I have this whole manifesting intention about the song and about the video, and I was shooting the video, and we had kind of found a piece of land that was actually a walking distance away from where we shot the music video. And this piece of land wasn't even really for sale, but because I had started sharing my story and singing the song and talking about it, one of the neighbors that we had met was like, look, there's this piece of land next to me that I think the owners are thinking about selling, but they're just not sure. So back to the music video timeline. After the video was done being shot and right before it was published, I was able to buy my dream land. So I would say the experiment was a complete success, and I will definitely be doing some more experimental manifesting songs in the future to come.